Good evening, everyone. Today I am picking up where I left off in the last video on this character, which is my classic Alliance Druid. I believe I was like mid-flight path though, so I just came over to Darnassus to turn in this quest that I did in my Black Fathoms Deep run off camera. So this one is called Black Fathom Villainy. Time is a precious commodity, Druid. My role here in Darnassus is to ensure that the Argent Dawn thrives and that the evil forces encroaching upon Kalimdor thwarted. State your business quickly or be on your way. Calrus has eluded us for quite some time. It seems as though whenever evil made its presence known in these parts, Calrus had played a role. For some time we considered him dead or missing, but this makes perfect sense. By ending his reign, you have spared the lives of many innocent people. By the light, to sacrifice someone to a servant of an old god for one's personal gain is beyond reproachful. You have done a great deed. I salute you on behalf of the Argent Dawn. I can use neither of those, so again, I'm not sure if my daughter's going to wake up during this video, so my last video was a short one on this character. I don't know if that's going to be the case this time as well. I guess we'll find out together. I believe next up is just going to Aberdeen in Darkshore. I do have a couple of quests still to complete in Black Fathom Deeps, but it's a little harder to find a group on the classic servers that are not the anniversary ones. Yeah. I feel like the anniversary servers are way more populated. Probably because there's, I believe, only 4 of them. So, yeah. I've been just kind of taking my time on these characters because I believe if I was in a hurry to try and get everything done, I would be a lot more stressed because it's a lot harder to do that. Which reminds me, I think it was 2 videos ago on this character, I read out a quest that was an escort quest, and I finally completed that today. I was originally going to wait to turn it in until I was recording. However, that quest had a timer on it. Even though I completed the objective, I had to turn it in before that timer ran out. But I did take a screenshot of what was said in that quest. So, I think I'm going to read that out as I run down to the Grove of the Ancients. I know there's some stuff I have to do here in Aberdeen first, though, so To kill the dead space, I'm gonna wait until I have that long run ahead of me. I believe there's a quest up here. Yes, Gaffer Jacks. I came to Aberdeen because of the quiet. I want to invent my inventions where it is quiet, because after a night of drinking, I don't like all the noise of Ironforge. So I took a ship to Aberdeen and had a little too much to drink on the way. I dropped my box of gaffer jacks overboard. I need my gaffer jacks. I don't know exactly where I dropped them, but if you fish for them in the ocean, you might get lucky. I actually came across that quest on accident. I can't remember what I was doing off camera, but I remembered to pick it up this time, so. And then this one was researching the corruption, which was one of the Black Fathom Deep's quests. Once I have enough samples to study, my true work can begin. With the corrupted brainstems of both the satyr and naga of Black Fathom Deeps, I can try to draw a correlation between the mutations. Perhaps with that gained knowledge we can prevent the Blood Elves from delving deeper into deformity and evil. You have traveled far and undoubtedly faced great peril. Your actions have been selfless. 'Tis for the good of all Azeroth that you help me with my research. Thank you, Gothgirl, for all that you have done. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much work to do. Okay. And like I said, it was an escort quest that I had to do. That was called The Sleeper Has Awakened. And I remember I read it out on camera, but I did not accept it because it was an escort quest and I knew that it was not soloable, at least not at my level. So basically, you escort an NPC named Kirlonian all the way down to Ashen Vale, right here at Master's Post, to the inn, and you talk to a lady in the inn, and she says, "Has Kirlonian arrived?" And you give her the Horn of Awakening, which you have to use along the way because he keeps going to sleep along the way. And then she says, "Oh, I am so happy Kirlonian made it, and I'm sure I'll find him sleeping somewhere around here, won't I? Thank you for showing him the way." And with any luck, I'm going to end up down there in Master's Post again. Hang on a minute. Here we go. That would explain some things. I was like, how did I find that fishing quest in the past? Because when I came back to it just now, it wasn't showing up on the mini map. So I was like, wait, that's weird. Am I crazy? But then when I clicked on the NPC, it brought it up. And I knew there was a quest down here to do as well. But yeah, with any luck in this video, I should end up in Ashenvale and hopefully be completely finished with Darkshore. So I'm going right over here to Grove of the Ancients. And talk to, I believe, Onu. Yep. Mathistra's relics. Has your rooting through the ruins of Mathistra been fruitful? Thank you. These relics are from a time when Mathistra shone. That once great bastion of the elves has faded, but shards of its magic remain. Let us hope we can unlock the secrets of that place before our enemies. Be vigilant. I thought I turned that book into him. I guess not. So now I'm gonna try and cut through here with hopefully not too much confrontation. Somebody's around here hunting bears. Ooh, I might get lucky. I'll just have to wait for him to respawn. I'm hoping it doesn't take too terribly long. I believe she finished already. Because I don't see the NPC. So he should hopefully respawn shortly. Preferably before all these furbolgs. But I do have stealth, so if need be, I can stealth out of here. I believe that's what I am having the NPC do as well, because I've had this enchanted Moonstalker cloak in my inventory for a fortnight, and it says transform into a moonstalker and become invisible for 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure that is to walk with him if I need to. I don't really remember if I need to use it or not. It probably also depends on if the enemies are alive or not. I believe he gives you 2 options. I think you can fight your way out or stealth your way out. And for the sake of this video, I'm gonna be picking stealth. I'm also realizing that earlier I said that I should hopefully be finishing up with Darkshore in this video. I'll still have this Gaffer Jacks. I'm gonna complete that off camera because fishing is very dull work, especially in Classic, so in the next video on this character, I may be turning that in, depending on if I get that done or not. He is taking his time respawning, though. Which is a little annoying. Because I feel like he's gonna wait until all the enemies have respawned. Oh, here he is. Okay. Volcor doesn't look at you at all as you get close to him. He seems to be concentrating on keeping his bandages from falling off. After a moment, he looks up at you, a little startled. Oh, sorry, Druid. Now's not a good time. I hope you understand. A lost master. Wonderful. Terenthus found someone to help me. And look, a moonstalker cloak. Cough. Oh, that hurts. Thank you. The furbolgs wounded me before I managed to evade them. Give me a moment, and I should be fine to talk some more. Well, the way I see it, Goth Girl, we have 2 options to consider for leaving this cave. We can make our way stealthily. I use the cloak you've given me, and you to be left to your own devices. Or, and this way may be a harder option considering my wounds, we fight our way out back to back. I'll let you decide since you know your strengths better than I. Escape through stealth. All right then, if you're sure, we'll sneak out of here. Let us leave when you're ready. Remember, after you've escaped, meet Terenthus back in Aberdeen. I'll head there on my own since I'll probably be moving faster than you. Alright, I guess I'm going to Aberdeen. Thank you again. I'll make my way to the road now. When you can, find Terenthus and let him know we escaped. Volcor runs off as his form shifts. Oh, Volcor roars as his form shifts and he runs off. And I am quite literally going to stealth out of here. because, yeah, everything pretty much respawned. So, I'm actually gonna go around all the, well, I can stealth past these, it's fine. I just hate how slow I move when I'm stealthed. I'm gonna go get this one shot, one kill quest. I see all these torches, so I know furbolgs are in the area. Yeah, there they are. Looks like the quest is over here, though. One shot, one kill. I was traveling to Aberdeen with an important message when I was attacked by the furbolg Marash and his trackers. During the attack, I was poisoned, leaving me barely able to stand. I can make an antidote, but it will take time before it is ready. I would ask that you defend me until I can apply the antidote. I will aid you with my bow as best I can. Should we survive, I will be able to deliver my message to Aberdeen while you speak with Onaya at Maestra's post to inform her of this incident. Wait, did you hear that? Something approaches from the west. Holy shit. He was booking it. I'm gonna try and quick eat some food and get a spirit buff. The tiny little spirit buff that my food provides. I don't know how quickly these spawn, so I'm not sure if I should be like concerned or not. I've run out of arrows, I'm afraid. If any more come, you will need to take them on by yourself, my friend. Oh, that wasn't bad. Praise Elune. I don't know if I could have survived the day without you, friend. My legs feel much better now. The remedy must be working. If you will excuse me, I must go report to my superiors about what has transpired here. Please speak with Sentinel Onaya at Maestra's post in Ashenvale. She will see to it that you are properly rewarded for your bravery this day. Do I need Earthroot? It's been so long since I've done professions on this character. I'll collect it since I'm here, but note to self, I don't really seem to need too many Earthroot. So, I am going to head up, unfortunately, all the way to Aberdeen to turn in the escape through stealth quest. And if I had to guess, I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm thinking that the reward for that quest is probably gonna be a cloak. I don't know if it actually tells me. Oh no, it's trousers. It's cloth though. Ah, how unfortunate. What am I wearing now for pants? +6 spirit and 76 armor. Yeah, no, that's not an upgrade at all. Oh, I forgot that I had a quest for the stockades. It seems like something that I'm going to have to take more screenshots because it sounds like I have to talk to somebody in the instance. And as I was lamenting in the beginning of this video, it's very difficult to find groups to run instances on this realm. So usually that's something I do on the weekends or when I'm playing top. And I don't record my content on my laptop. I record it on my desktop. Also, I cannot wait to get travel form. I remember getting it on the anniversary realm. It is such a breath of air. Like having to run around at this speed for 30 levels and then getting your travel form. Lovely. Lovely. Not the 30 levels, but the getting the travel form. So nice. I think I'm going to vendor these items that I don't need in my inventory once I get to town. Just making sure I don't need that linen cloth, which I don't. At some point, I'm actually going to have to take this character. I believe up here somewhere there's a castle, a keep, and in that keep there's a vendor, and that vendor sells books to make heavy silk bandages, and another book to have expert first aid. So I can't gain any skill points in my first aid until I go up there. So I'll have silk cloth sitting in my inventory until I do that. Escape through stealth. Goth girl, I'm pleased to see you've returned successfully. Your assistance to Volcor has given me faith that we can overcome the challenges facing us here in Darkshore and beyond. Hold up. Hello, Celerin. I'm afraid I cannot help you at the moment, but perhaps some of the adventurers here in Aberdeen can. Thank you, Terenthus. I shall remain here for as long as I can. Uh-huh. Trek to Ashenvale. Goth girl, my mistress, Renee Wolfrunner, awaits you in the city of Astranar within Ashenvale. With your help, perhaps we can at least ease some of the corruption that's taken hold there. Head south from here and stay close to the road. You'll find your way there without issue if you follow those directions. I don't follow directions. Usually I follow directions. But first, I'm gonna vendor these few items. Use a few potions of speed, or I think there's swiftness, yeah. It's a shame there's a cooldown on them, but it would be so overpowered if there wasn't. Particularly in PvP. I don't PvP, but I understand that the game does need to be balanced, not just for PvE, but for PvP as well. It is going to be quite a long run down to Ashenvale. So I apologize for the lack of reading. There will be a whole lot of quests to read out once I'm down there. I might kind of peek through my alchemy. I wish I could run and craft. I'm just gonna quick craft these 4 potions. And I'm making a mental note, I'm gonna need vials. But I'm also gonna need to go to the trainer to train more spells. Not spells, but how to craft more potions. So I'll buy the vials then. And if I get 3 more skill points, I can learn the next section of cooking as well. Not section, but like there's skill levels. So like right now, I'm an apprentice. 3 more skill points, I can learn journeyman cooking. Which honestly looks super easy. There are spiders in Ashenvale, so I should theoretically be able to get the crafting items that I need at some point or another to raise my cooking. Actually, almost there. Well, I'm almost to Ashenvale. I'm not almost to where I need to be in Ashenvale. It'll take a few minutes to get there once I'm in Ashenvale. It's been a little while since, well, I did do one video on my classic Horty, I think, not too long ago. I can't remember if I just hopped on it though. I might have, just to see if I could do any of the quests. Because if you remember, I have an elite quest. I have a non-elite quest right next to it, which might as well be an elite quest with all the enemies that are around the objective. And then I have a few quests for Shadowfang Keep, which I've still read. same way this Nomergon quest is. So I'm really at, I feel a standstill on my Horty, on my little mage. So I may just start questing on her in like Duratar, as I do miss playing that character. But it's so frustrating because, again, finding groups on this server or any instance that's not max level, it's like pulling teeth. And my mage is on the same server as this character here. And if it's possible, I feel like the Horde side is even more quiet than the Alliance side. When was that quest out there? 20? I might head out there. Well, maybe I'll save it for the next video. Because I feel like I've been running around quite a bit in this one. So, we have one shot, one kill. You bring most welcome news, Druid. It is good to hear that Ayanasha is alive and well thanks to you. I would hope that you might accept a reward for your valor. May Elune watch over you and light your path. Bathrin's hair. There is a plant that once grew in the old ruins of Bathrin's haunt to the north. The plant was called Bathrin's hair and was known to cure ailments of the spirit. There is a sick child in the village, and I believe it is more than just a physical illness. Will you go to Bathrin's haunt and search it for Bathrin's hair? I may need it to properly treat the child. Bathrin's haunt lies north of Maestra's post and just south of the border to Darkshore. The Tower of Alphalax. You have some business with me, Druid? If you don't mind my saying, you seem a bit well equipped for a messenger, I suppose Bathul wanted to be certain that his letter reached my hands. Let's see what he has to say. This is disturbing news. When undead or demonic forces are found, I hope the Sentinels destroy them. At first, I was unaccustomed to the manners of the Night Elves, but I have grown to respect them greatly as allies. Bethul's letter is dire. This cult of the Dark Strand is a thorn in my side that must be removed. I have been dealing with some of the Dark Strand scum northeast of here at Ordil Zaran. One of their number possesses a soul gem that I believe holds the secret to the cult's power. Bring it to me, and I will be able to decipher the secrets held within. I'm I think I am gonna run over there, actually, and accept that quest. I'm gonna try and avoid these wolves, but I might have to fight a couple of them. I feel like I'm going to probably save all of these for the next video, because it's probably going to take me a few minutes to read out everything. That these quests have to offer. I am also, of course, going to complete as many of these other quests as I can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete the Black Fathom Deeps quests, but I like to stay optimistic. The ancient statuette. I would charge you with a task. I was on my small vessel, skimming over the submerged ruins of Zoram, when Naga attacked me, surging from the water and tearing at me with their claws. I fled, carrying what supplies I could to make this meager camp. When I reached the shore and ran, my prized possession was lost. Please, find the site of my ambush along the coast to the north and search for an ancient statuette. It is the reason I have braved the dangers of the Zoram Strand. I should actually be able to do that. What are these? Yeah, I should be able to do that, actually. These enemies aren't too high of a level, so I can just kind of run over there for the most part, loot it, and run back. So it's not taking up an extra inventory slot. I must say, the icon for this statuette, if I don't get claimed for that, or not claimed, I hope I don't get a strike for that. Just gonna close that. I'm, of course, being a little sarcastic. The ancient statuette. Have you found the statuette? You found it. Thank you. The old city of Zaram holds many secrets, and this statuette may be the key to many of them. The statuette must hold a hidden compartment. Talon searches the ancient statuette. It's locked. No. I am in need of your help once again. Ruzel. I fear the ancient statuette's secrets will remain forever hidden unless you find the key to its ancient lock. That key is a ring, the ring of Zaran. It belonged to the rulers of this city before the waves of the Zundering drowned it. For years the ring was lost, but the Naga have recently found it. Their leader, Ruzel, dwells on an isle on the northern edge of Zaran. Please retrieve the ring for me. Alright, you guys. I am going to leave you here, and I should have these quests that I just picked up completed before the next video on this character. But I hope you found this relaxing, and I hope you have a good night and sweet dreams. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.